owner of CreditNerds.com and founder of GetFundedOnline.com. We're going to go over today how to register for a funding assessment. Now, please be very clear, what we are doing today is not an application for funding. It's not an application for credit. We are simply going through the steps on showing you how to register for a funding assessment so that we can see if you fit into any of our funding programs. What's going to happen, if you notice up here in the address bar, I am at getfundedonline.com. When I get to this page, it'll be quite simple. There's a button to click to get funded online, or I can learn more below. If I click learn more below, then it's simply going to scroll me down, and I've got all kinds of great information about our programs and how we can help. Once I'm ready to get started, I click get funded online. It's going to open up a video. We highly recommend that you watch these videos all the way through. It creates some very good explanations of what you're doing and why you're doing it. This video will talk about the fact that it's important to understand that this is not an application for funding or a loan. This step of the process is for you to register for a funding assessment. This will allow us to match you with the program that will most effectively help you reach your goals. Once you've watched this video, you'll click continue. Next, you will select your funding enroller. This will be the person who introduced you originally to Renatus. You can see when I open this box, there's a way I can tab or I can type my enroller's name. So if my enroller is Nancy Rowe, I can type N-A-N-C, and there they come up, Nancy Rowe. If the person's enroller is not listed, they could click my enroller is not listed. You can then see it's going to ask them for their enroller's name, email, and to select a FAB member. If they do that, that's going to notify us and notify that FAB member that somebody who should be enroller has not quite registered for that process yet. So they've selected Scott and Nancy Rowe. Below that, you'll see a checkbox. I would like guidance from my mentor group during the funding process. This will allow your mentor group to see certain information about the process. They will not, however, have access to your credit report, social security number, or account numbers. It's just some to allow them to kind of follow along with us as to where you are in the system. So they click, I would like guidance. Next. This is a very short form. We're going to put test, and it is test at test.com, mobile phone, work phone, street address is this, and city is that, and state is that, and there you go. Now, I'm stopping for 1 second at the gross monthly income. It's important that this slider is slid to the gross monthly income. That's the income before taxes. And then they will select a password. This password is the password to log on to this system to view their assessment. Next step. This is the step that gives people some trouble. This is where they will get their credit report. Now, if they already have a monitoring service, they can click, I already have mine set up, and you see it opens boxes below. If they do not have their credit report, if they click Get My Credit Report, a new box opens. It actually opens up here in my browser. You can't actually see it, but it's checkmy3scores.com. Once I've filled this out and I've gotten my scores, I simply close that tab, and this is still open. And I type in the username and the password that I just set up for checkmy3scores.com. Once I've done that, I click Next, and there are some notifications here. I understand I'll be required to maintain a monitoring service throughout my funding process. Okay, great. I understand there are fees associated. Okay, great. I understand that we are not the lender or the servicer. Great. And I understand Get Funded Online is not directly affiliated or compensated by Renatus. Okay, great. Once they've clicked those 4 things, they click Submit My Application and Fund My New Life. Guys, that is it. The application has been received, and we will immediately start contacting them through email, and once we have completed their assessment, they will start getting contacted by phone. This is the registration for an assessment process. It's very simple. If you have any questions, 877-614-6373. We'll be glad to help you get them figured out. Thanks, guys. See you in the next video.